US futures traded mixed here throughout the day. We can see Tech 100 hitting the record levels here, hitting the all-time high levels at 22,250, while S&P is now at 6,100 and US 30 traded sideways. So what to expect now from these three major indices with the US session? Way to enter, way to exit, how to profit. We're gonna see with the help of charts and indicators. We are going to do a thorough analysis and arrive at the levels at which you can take a trade and trade with profits. This is the only channel to deliver this analysis twice a day such that you can profit across sessions with the US futures across Asia and Europe session and with the spot markets with the US session. Subscribe, press the bell icon to get the notifications. Do like, share and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates. And join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start. First we look into S&P followed with Nasdaq, Indian Dow. Watch till the end. See what S&P did here is after this rise it is stayed muted and now trying to break on the upside. I will wait for it to stay beyond 6104 and once it trades beyond 6104 you can expect a good breakout move again. Remember it has formed a very good support now at 6090, 6085. That is the only level below which you can expect the bearishness to prevail. As long as 6085 is not taken, I will not recommend you to sell. Below 6085 is where the bears are waiting. Else it is looking for a breakout as of now. If you see the moving averages, these are trading with extreme divergence and bullishness. If you see the stochastic, this is rising. The MACD, after the crossover has retested, it can again crossover and rise. Right now it is on the sell side. RSI is looking upwards, which is a slight bullish sign. On the 2-hour charts, notice the preceding two candles forming a very good support at 6090. Now preceding candle and indecision. Now current one trying to break out. So once it stays beyond 6104, you can expect 6116, 6118 zone at the next target, 6130 at the third. And once it trades beyond 6130, possibility is there that we may see 6150 levels as well very soon. Yes, it might hit the record levels here. Though the prices are trading with divergence, but you can see the bullishness is prevailing here. Higher lows and higher highs. Right now aiming the zone above 6120-40 zone. The stochastic rising. The MACD here has crossed over after a good rise. Not a good sign for the bulls, but it is not showing any signs of bearishness. RSI at top. Look at the 3-hour. On the 3-hour charts, see, notice this, it has formed a very good base here. That's only selling entries below 6085, that is pretty clear. While I'll wait for 6104 to be taken on the upside in order to confirm further bullishness. Yes, it is trading with extreme bullishness here. It is trying to deliver a breakout here. And when it turns bullish, it can in fact hit the record levels here. Be mindful of this. The moving averages here are trading with divergence. My only worry is the divergence of the price from the moving average. Stochastic at the top. The MACD has seen an extreme rise. It is convergent here, but not yet crossed over. RSI also at the top. On the 4-hour, now see what it is doing on the 4-hour chart. Consistently higher lows and higher highs here. Very important for it to either trade below 6085 or to trade beyond 610405. As long as it stays between this 20 points, you have to be careful with the positions. It can still reverse, though right now it is looking upwards. And right now it appears that it is going to form a move. It is going to deliver a move which is going to first hit 6115, 1618 and then all the way towards 6130-50 zone. Stochastic at top, the MACD trading with divergence and bullishness, RSI overbought. Coming to the daily chart, notice on the daily charts after retracement it is giving a breakout here. Now also see the move here is completely outside bands. I'll just wait for it to trade slightly notch above the double top levels, the highs from yesterday, and once it trades beyond 610405 and then 611618, I think the reversal will be difficult. But again I am saying this is outside bands here, and hence sustaining this move outside bands is going to be difficult for S&P. This is something you should watch out for. Stochastic extremely overbought. MACD again crossing over for the buys, RSI at top. So looking at this, very simple. As long as it stays in a narrow zone, at least till 6085, 6090, we should not initiate a sell. That is pretty clear. Though if you see it is staying below 6090, you can take a sell, expect 6080. And if that is taken, stay short for 6064, 6060 as the first target zone, 6048, 6036. And then below that, 6026,000 should appear. These are markets, anything and everything is possible. On the upside, the buying entry I'll now recommend is at 6105 levels, where you can expect it to move all the way towards 6116, 6118. This is going to be the critical zone because beyond 6116, 6118, it is going to head all the way towards 6130, 32, and then 6148, 50 levels. Yes, it can move towards the record levels before reversing. Trade accordingly. Let's move to NASDAQ 100. Tech 100 is at all-time highs here. Also, Notice it has formed a very good base at 22,200 170 zone. And as long as this zone is respected, you have to be careful with the sells. Now see, it has formed a neck. It is trying to put pressure on the bands to expand here, trading bullish. Now if you see, it is staying beyond 22,300 levels. 22,300 320 is going to offer the first resistance here. If that is taken, stay bullish, because see, it is consolidated here. It is waited for the 20 period to come up, and it is trying to give a breakout. So possibly more bullishness might prevail here. Stochastic rising, the MACD is bearish, trying to converge. The RSI is entering into overbought zone. Look at the 2 hour chart. Similar observation. See support here at 22,200, 22,170 is getting stronger, and with that, as support, prices are now bouncing back. So now once it trades beyond 22,300, 320, we can expect more bullishness to prevail, which is going to take it towards 22,400 levels. Moving averages are bullish. Stochastic extremely overbought, while the MACD just crossed over at the top. It is almost staying flat, not showing any signs of bearishness. RSI back to overbought zone. Coming to 3 hour chart. On the 3 hour chart, similar observation, forming the base, delivering higher highs, higher lows. It is staying bullish here. I'll wait for it to trade below 22 200 22 170 zone in order to confirm the reversal. As long as it stays beyond 22 200 22 170, be careful with the sell. Moving averages, trading with divergence and bullishness. Stochastic overbought, MACD at the highs here, waiting for it to converge, crossover for sells. RSI overbought. Coming to 4 hour chart, same thing is here on the 4 hour charts. Increasing body size, increasing bullishness, higher lows, and now turning bullish here. Possibly once it trades beyond 22 300 320, we can in fact expect 22 400 here. If you see the moving averages, these are trading extremely bullish. Stochastic overbought, everything is overbought here on the smaller time frames. Look at the daily chart. Now before we proceed with the daily charts, see, if you also want to learn this art of trading, you can be part of my 33rd mentorship batch starting 30th of June. Do not miss this opportunity. Limited seats are only available. Connect with me, write an email, ping me, or telegram for your queries. Those looking forward to trade as per the signals should join the signals channel on Telegram. And once you have your trades in place, it is important for you to have a safer place to trade. Join the recommended broker. Link in the channel and video description. It offers you safe free account, lowest spreads, no hidden charges, easier transactions, and easier withdrawals from across the globe. Join it today, and zero commissions. Join it today and enjoy your trading. So now first let's talk about the levels to buy. Now also notice on the daily chart, see, I'll come back to the levels to buy after the daily chart. See, it is outside bands. It is putting pressure on the bands to expand. The bands stayed in a zone, and now it is, see, despite it is showing the move outside band completely, it is going to be difficult for it to sustain this move. It has started on the day on the bullish note. We may see a move towards 27 300 320, and if that is taken, we can in fact aim for 22 400 levels. Now 22 400 is one zone which is going to offer it a maximum resistance, 22 360 400. If that is taken, you can just stay bullish for 22 500 as well. See, these are market, anything and everything is possible, but I can see the sustaining the move is going to remain difficult. Though notice what's happening, drop, then drop, and it is trying to move higher. It is already at the top of this, and hence breaking beyond 22 300 320 is where the bulls are waiting. Moving averages are bullish. Stochastic entering into overbought zone. The MACD convergent here, the RSI rising. So now I'll recommend a buy only if you see it is staying beyond 22 300 320 zone. Expect 22 380 400 as the next target, and then once it trades beyond 22 400 22 500 is going to be there on the charts. On the downside, now the selling entry you can take at 22 230 levels, expected to move towards 22 200 170. And if these two levels are taken, stay short for 22 100 and 22,000 levels. Below 22,000 is where the bears are waiting. As long as it stays above 22,000 21 970, this should not be treated as bearish. Take your trades and positions accordingly. Let's move to US 30 or Dow Jones. See, US 30 retraced towards 20 period and now trying to bounce back. If you see, it is staying beyond 43 150 levels, stay bullish from there. Once it trades beyond 43 150, you can expect it to move all the way towards 43 300 43 500 possibly. Yes, once it stays beyond 43 150, bullishness should increase. It has taken a good support from the 20 period here, and bearishness today is only and only if you see it is staying below 43050 43,000 zone, which should offer it a maximum support. Stochastic rising after the drop. The MACD is still bearish. RSI has come out of the overbought zone. Look at the 2 hour chart. See, a greater consolidation is seen, a greater resistance is seen. And if you see it is staying beyond 43 150, take a buy for 43 200. And once it trades beyond 43 200, expect 42 350 43 500 as the next targets. Possibility is there. But I can see Right now it is consolidating. Right now it is getting resistance on the upside. Once it breaks on the upside towards 43,200, more bullishness should prevail then. Else, possibility of a reversal cannot be denied. Stochastic at bottom, the MACD crossing over at the top, trading with divergence, staying bearish. RSI coming out of the overbought zone. Look at 3-hour charts, completely sideways movement. Very, very important for it to trade below 43,050,040 or 43,150. This 100 points have given enough pain for the day. Let's wait for it to come out of this. And largely 43,000 to 43,200. This is the zone it has to come out of. Stochastic has dropped. The MACD is trying to converge crossover for sell. RSI at top. On the 4-hour chart, the observation is same. Notice the preceding two candles comes with a push, and see all these four candles taking the support from 43,050. Thus, it is pretty important for US30 to trade below 43,050,40 zone, which will confirm the move towards 43,000, 42,900 and 42,800 levels as well, below which more bearishness should follow. Look at the divergence of the price from the moving averages. Though the moving averages are trading with divergence, but yes, the prices are also divergent from the moving average, which calls for it to converge. Stochastic looking down, the MACD is in green trying to converge. RSI overbought. Coming to daily. On the daily chart, see it has put pressure on the bands to expand, 3 straight bullish candle. What I do see this as a slightly bearish zone. I do expect it to trade something like this, where it might close the week below 42,800, 900. And today is the day where it has to decide the direction it wants to take. Lower highs are done, possibly this may reverse again. So if you see it is staying below 43,040, take a sell from 43,000, 42,900 and 42,800, below which it could erase all the gains from yesterday and move towards 42,700 levels. Stochastic rising here. The MACD crossing over here is a good sign for the bulls though. RSI is rising as well. So looking at this, I will only recommend you to buy if you see it is staying beyond 43,150, expect 43,200, 220 as the first target zone, 43,330, 350 as the second, and then 43,500 should appear. On the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 43,040, expect 43,000, 42,920, 42,800 levels. Below 42,800, expect 42,750, 4720 zone. If that is taken, then you can just stay short. 42,600, 500 should be there, but it requires some motive for it to do so. Right now it is not having any such motive to trade bearish. See, it may erase some of the gains, but not a sharp drop. So take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe and comment. Join my mentorship batch and signals channel. Reach out to me for your queries. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. See you again tomorrow with the Asian Europe session with more updates for the US futures. Watch that as well. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.